Good evening, students. Let's carry on with the macroeconomics part, and the video which I have uploaded today includes the chapter money. Well, before I start this chapter, let me tell you some basic knowledge about the board examination pattern from this chapter. Well, the chapter that you see, money and banking, will consist of 6 marks in the upcoming board examination, where the bifurcation of 6 marks has been categorized into 1 marks 2 questions and 4 marks 1 question. This is the total marking criteria of money and banking, which includes 2 chapters as per the CBSE curriculum. Now, the banking chapter will be dealt later on, but today in this video we will be talking about the lesson money. Well, before I talk about money, I am pretty much sure all of you have heard about money, and the basic thing that we understand when we understand about money is that it consists of something called as currency notes and coins. Well, money is much more than that. Before I come into the various types of money, let me tell you one very common thing, that in today's world, in our country, the currency notes are being printed by the RBI while the coins are being issued by the Ministry of Finance. Let me repeat again. The notes are being printed by the RBI and coins are being issued by the Finance Ministry. That is the Government of India. Now, what is money? Money is something that is accepted as a medium of exchange. Money is something that is accepted as a medium of exchange. Before money came into the world, goods were being exchanged, but the system which was followed for the exchange was called as, I am pretty much sure all of you have heard this word, is called as barter system, where a good is where it is a system where a good is exchanged for a good. This barter system also has a separate name which is called as CC economy, that is commodity economy. So what is barter system or CC economy? It is that system of exchange in which goods are exchanged against goods. Now, naturally, there is a question which might arise in your mind right now is, when barter system was existing, then why did money come in? Well, let me tell you that there were some problems in barter system because of which money came in. So one basic question that arises is, what were the failures, what were the problems associated with barter system, or why was money introduced? Well, if you look into your books, you'll understand that there are some drawbacks, there are some failures of barter system, in which the first biggest drawback is the double coincidence of wants. The first biggest drawback of barter system is there is a double coincidence of want. Now, what does double coincidence of wants mean? It means that at any point of time, the two individuals should have those goods which they are willing to exchange with each other. Double coincidence of want means that at any point of time, the two individuals who are exchanging goods with each other should have those goods with them. Naturally, it is very hard to find those two persons. So one big problem with barter system was that it is a very delayed process. Like, let's suppose if I talk about example, suppose I have a mobile with me and I want shoes. I have a mobile with me and I want shoes. So I have to look for a certain person who has shoes with him, but also on the other hand, he wants mobile, so that I can give a mobile to him and in exchange I can get shoes from him, which is a very long time process. So the biggest drawback of barter system was the double coincidence of want. Secondly, the big problem associated with barter system is it cannot be stored. It cannot be stored. Today, when you see you have money with you, it is very easy to store in banks, in ATMs, in house, in your pockets. It is very easy to store the money. But in barter system, if light goods had come in, maybe it could have been easier, but heavier goods, heavy goods, they are very hard to save. So the biggest problem is that you would find it very difficult for storing this. Also, let's suppose even if you have stored the good outside your house, let's suppose in the nearby fields and all, and had some natural disaster come in, your saved good might have gone. So that is why the biggest problem was that with barter system was that it was very difficult to store. The third point with barter system is that we cannot associate with future payments. We cannot associate with future payments. Like let's suppose in today, suppose if I take some goods on credit, it means on loan, then let's suppose I have taken a 10,000 rupees mobile on loan, then 3 months from now I can give the concerned party 10,000 rupees and get the deal done, because we know that what is the value of the good which we have taken. But in barter system, the problem was that the good which we used to take, we could not pay back for future because the good might not remain in the same condition. Let's suppose, for example, if I talk about that today I have bought some mobile and a person wants green color shoes from me, which is there with me right now. Now let's suppose he agrees and I tell him that I will pay him after a while, after a certain period of time. But before that time period comes in, anyhow the goods gets stolen, the goods get destroyed, anything might happen. So what happens is I cannot give him those same green shoes which was accepted by him. So this is the difficulty which is associated with for future payments. And the fourth biggest drawback of barter system was there was no common unit of value. There was no common unit of value. Today we know that when we pay money, we are getting that much value of good. When we pay money for a good, we are getting that much value of good. But for goods against goods, there is no value. There can be hundreds of examples. Suppose your car is being exchanged for horse. Suppose your car is being exchanged for buffalo. Suppose your shoes are being exchanged for furniture. So who is getting what and what is the value of each one of them is very unknown. So these were the four big problems of barter system, where the first problem is lack of double coincidence of wants. Number 2 is difficulty of storing the good. Number 3 is difficulty in future payment. And number 4 is lack of common unit of value. I hope this clears the basic concept of what is barter system of exchange and what were its drawbacks. Thank you everyone.